Yo, it's Big Ed, the spokesman, man. We back. Another edition of Urban Politicians TV, UPTV. Make sure you stay on your pivot at all times, man. Had to come tap in on this storyline that's been getting reposted, reshared up and down the timeline again and again as it started to hit the internet the other day. And I didn't pay no attention to it because I said there's no evidence of it. People was alluding to stuff, and I'm seeing people adding on with the Pooh Shiesty, Gucci Mane label deal with Yo Gotti and Gucci Mane being robbed to the point now they just said that Pooh Shiesty that went in and got the man kidnapped and robbed because he didn't want to let him out the contract. Let me say this, y'all. This is complete BS, and it's terrible, and I don't like the fact that this is what hip-hop and the culture has become as far as, like, media or things just getting pushed out there like they are factually true, where people are trying to solve crimes, do real live PI work and investigation from their cell phones, from their Wi-Fi's, from their cameras, from their microphones, and talk like they got undebatable evidence on these type of things. And it's crazy because I done seen this throughout the years with me being on YouTube. I'll go back to 2018 when XXX got killed. People blame like 3 or 4 people for the murder, and it happened to be none of the theories that they came up with. And this happens times and times again when a crime get committed, somebody lose their life, they blame this person, they blame that person. You could think about PNB Rock. You could think about Young Dolph. They blame like 3 or 4 different people at first. Then it's just be all over the place with all these type of storylines right here. But it's crazy that we done got to the point in this game where they not saying that a dude who just came home from the feds, as in Pooh Shiesty, some months back, like September, October or something like that, would go in and pull a kidnapping move in a robbery where he probably can't even leave the area that he's in without them knowing about it. But he's willing to be bold enough, to be that just crazy enough. I'm going to go kidnap Gucci Mane. I'm going to go get Gucci Mane robbed because me and him not seeing eye to eye. Now, let me be clear with y'all. I haven't talked to nobody. I haven't had communication with nobody over there, but guess what I can say? Nobody else has either with the storylines, because if they did, they would be providing some type of proof. Where's the proof at? Who wants to be connected and tied to a robbery and be a part of a plot and scheme on the internet? Now, can Gucci Mane get robbed? Of course, anybody can get robbed. I don't care how gangster you is, bro. The toughest of the toughest, hardest gangsters and steppers and shooters and killers, they all can be robbed, and a lot of them have been robbed. That's a part of the game. That don't make you less of a man. That don't make you weak. Losing a fight, losing a squabble don't make you less than a man, make you weak. Life, you're going to take L's in it. And if you're playing in the streets, them are the type of L's you're going to take when you in the streets or you a street dude. Anybody can get took down. So could Gucci Mane have gotten robbed? Yes, possibly, allegedly. But guess what? Where's the proof at? Where's the evidence at? Why is this being discussed on the internet? They are all rumors, and I'm seeing more people pile on to them. Now, could Pooh Shiesty and Gucci Mane not be seen in the eye? Possibly. Maybe so, but Pooh Shiesty posted up to a story today. He obviously don't want to give it to no attention. He's out here working out, showing what he's doing in the gym and things. He just came home from doing a bid, so he's promoting his fitness stuff right now. But people have to know and understand, dog. You can't just run with stories in this game, bro. It waters it down. People talking like they know this and they know that. My people getting mad at me, and I stayed away from this story and purposely for the last few days, because I said, hey, fam, what are we doing now? We just run it to the internet with theories that people make up off the streets, or just because somebody got on a platform and said something crazy and wild, this story is entertaining. I know we do have that mindset that Charlemagne brought to the game for certain people. Nobody cares about the truth when the truth is more entertaining than the lie. But bro, I gotta call it out, dog. People got to just start thinking with yourself for yourself. And if you've been listening to Pooh Shiesty talk, no matter what he did in the past, after doing this time, Pooh Shiesty has most definitely been on some, hey, I'm gonna move smarter. He's speaking more like straight to handling business, speaking with more of an adult mindset. Prison most definitely made him a different thinker. Now, people do go to prison and come home and do the same thing again. Possibly, yes. That happens in the world. That ain't no rap thing. That ain't no hip-hop thing. That ain't no Pooh Shiesty thing. That ain't no gangster thing. That's just globally what certain people do. But we got to tell ourselves, Pooh Shiesty, the guy with all this money, all these platinum plaques, all this opportunity, one of the hottest records in the game in rap and hip-hop in these last few months, one of the hottest records in the streets, probably his record and the G Herbo record within the last year that went legit, got to be the top two things I see just going crazy everywhere when they dropped. And we gonna think that he would risk all that to get up out of a contract, which that's not gonna get him out of a contract anyways. Kidnapping my CEO of the label, that's not gonna get him to free me from no contract. If anything, that's gonna make him lock down in on him more. I don't know if Gucci and Pooh Shiesty are having issues. People that went showed that when Gucci Mane took down the old post, cool, people have issues all the time. But from that, we just get to the point, man, he tried to get him kidnapped by his homies. He tried to force him to let him out the contract. They had an argument. He went over there with Gotti. Fam, let the people come out and confirm this stuff. Let them come out and tell us what's going on. Why do we come in the game and try to put these stories together? I've always been against that. That ain't never been my lane. But some of my supporters, well, hey, you don't know. But guess what? The other people don't know either. So guess what? When you don't know, you don't jump out the window. When you can't confirm, you don't go out there and act like you got the real actual facts and try to put yourself in the mix of something that you know nothing about. That's why I sit back and I wait. I don't make news. I don't break news. I get and talk and speak about the news, and if it's not all the way factual, then I will come through and say, well, this is alleged. Not everybody just run alleged just because they want to push a negative storyline or a false storyline, or they hear some rumblings or they hear a rumor, but hey, this one sounds way more better than the actual thing that I heard, or I heard this and I want to put a little bit 10 on 2 with it. Let me go ahead and just throw out allegedly so people can't come back and blame me and say that I was lying because I used the allegedly in front of it. Come on, dog. Where we at now? Where the integrity at? Where the morals at? Bro, this man just came home from prison and y'all ready to throw a kidnapping charge on, dog? Do y'all know what type of time he can get for that? Like, let's be real with ourselves. Do y'all know what type of time Pooh Shiesty can get with even plotting the kidnapping, committing the kidnapping, or pulling a gun on somebody? This dude would be looking at like 15 years at minimum for that, with him already having points in the federal system. Let the facts play out, bro. Let them come through. Pooh Shiesty finna really have 2 for 2 on the songs. Already got the FDO going crazy. That one with him and Glorilla most definitely about to be a hit. Let's keep it all the way 100, bro. Like, why can't people just wait till the facts come out before running with these storylines? My supporters been hitting me up with it. I'm telling y'all straight up, I don't got nothing for y'all, bro. But I want to come on here and say the story is BS until somebody can confirm it. And for people who want these things to be true, ask yourself, are you willing to bet your last dollar on this being true or not? If you ain't, that means you really don't even believe it all the way. So until then, people are just running theories and pushing their narratives, man. I'm just keeping it all the way 100. I ain't new to this. I'm true to this. I grew in this. I've been seeing this go on time and time again. But I know y'all want to be entertained. Y'all want to try to fix and battle and say, oh, hey, nigga, you don't know nothing about that. Da, da, da. These dudes don't know nothing either. Tell them, show you something. Show you some proof. Show you some evidence. They do this all the time in this game. I will keep y'all updated on it. Pooh Shiesty going up. He'll be all right. We seen that he is not actually in prison or not back in the federal jail or nothing. I think he had some issues where he took him into the halfway house or something. His label put out a statement on that. Fam, just let the truth come out, dog. You understand what I'm saying? Pooh Shiesty on the internet still posted. I will see what happened, bro. Just stop trying to jump and spread the narratives, and then what happens is something might have really happened and it might be a little bit of an issue, but they went and put a bunch of other stuff with it that's not true, but then they'll come back, well, this part right here was right. Well, guess what? If that part was right, that part was right. That means you added 10 lies on to the actual truth. So that means your story's not true. Just because it started for some truth, you can't go throw a bunch of garbage on it, but it is what it is, man. Y'all tell me what y'all think. We got the Patreon going up right now, Urban Politicians TV. I'm going to add the links for the app and the website in the description. I got 3 new videos out on there in the past week or so that y'all can check into, covering different topics. Patreon, raw and uncut, things that I couldn't get to on YouTube. Longer versions of videos, me popping it straight off the top, right off the cuff. Let the boys know what's up with all the stuff. Stay on your pivot, bro. Cover for shit show.